Hey guys, so this is Primeval back with part 12 of my At the Gates Let's Play. So, we've discovered at least the edges of the map. We've got Western Rome in red over here, and our galley sailing its way back to camp, where we'll eventually take our knights over to attack Eastern Rome, which is at the other edge of the map, or what I presume to be the other edge of the map. Back home, I do have this armorer who's not really doing anything. I could give this guy a little more discipline to get him up to level 10. That might be a good thing. Basically, I'm just waiting for the caravan to come back so that I can get enough to train another knight and a catapult. Let's see what it'll take to train another knight. So we can train another knight right now, and yeah, let's go and do that. And then meanwhile, we've got this archer returning. This archer we can ennoble and train up as a knight as well. We've seized an iron mine. That sounds good. Let's capture that. Because we did want a source of iron. I think it'll take some time before that comes over to our control. I think it's 5 turns. And we have another clan. These guys are demanding. The demanding part is going to be annoying because they could start a fight with another tribe. We should probably send them away to do some other job. Maybe we can train up another explorer. Or we can just spend the parchment, which we have a lot of, to remove that trait before they get into a fight. Alright, let's get rid of the demanding trait. There we go. And this farmer came over from the exhausted honey plantation, or flax farm, so we could build a honey plantation. That would use up a bunch of stone. Do we have more stone than we know what to do with right now? Or stone blocks? We don't really need a consistent source of food though, so I think just a straight up apiary will be fine. And we'll continue exploring here. Okay, we have 121 stone blocks, so spending or unnecessarily building a honey plantation would have been fine. And the Huns seem to be attacking us. Hopefully we don't lose anyone. Let's have a look at this. So our knight that's dug in is at 98% health. And we had recently trained, or we were working on training another knight, but he's still 4 turns away. So we just had the one knight, and he fended off the Huns with minimal difficulty. We were dug in, so we had a 100% combat bonus. Our army is morale loss. Wait. We've got the archer, we've got the knight. The knight doesn't look like he should be suffering any morale loss. Their defensive power is currently 0 though, so we may as well attack them now. The archer, merge all armies, so we've got an army with the archer and with the knight, and we should be able to take this over quite easily. So we can pillage that for now. It's an extra score on treasure. The main thing though is I was trying to remove all of those units. We have a gatherer, this guy. We can upgrade the gatherer. Oh, cool. You can do upgrades on other people's settlements? Is that the implication here? Do I want to do that? Do I have a lot of spare tools? I only have 18 tools, so we won't do that. We don't really have a lot of spare cloth either, so we just have a random gatherer who I guess I can go and send over to this berry bush. And Attila agreed to tribute. Bunch of tributes going around. We have a caravan, and I don't know if I need to explore this whole map. I should probably just bring this guy back to act as a ferry. Let's bring him over here. And does the same hold true for this galley as well, or do we want to get a little more exploration in? We'll bring him back now too. Okay, so the caravan, to ennoble another clan, we need 10 armor, so we'll need at least 10 armor. And then to build another set of knights, we'll need steel weapons, steel armor, and war horses. So, yeah, hopefully the caravan will have all of that for sale. First off, armor. Let's buy the 10 we need. May as well buy the full amount since we do have a large stockpile of gold. Then we also need steel weapons and steel armor. With the steel, we need them both. So we'll buy 10 of those and 10 of those. Or, oh, okay, so our supplies of money were not inexhaustible. We can sell down all of our salt. We can sell down, let's say, most of our olives. And we can start turning some of these olives into food, I think, at least during the summer. No, we'll just buy some food. That's fine. Sell all the olives and sell a lot of the coal. And sell a bunch of the timber as well. Okay, we'll buy a bit of food. We can buy some meat, just so we have a bit of a buffer, and a little cheese too, for variety. Not that I'm aware of variety having any actual effects on the game. We can buy 20, up to 20 war horses, buy the rest of this steel armor, and fine cloth. No fine cloth for sale. We've got plenty of parchment. We could buy up all of this cloth. And we may as well buy up all these war horses too. What else did we want? Let's buy up some iron just in case we need that later. And some tools as well. Okay, that seems fine. We can now ennoble, let's see, that archer, who I'm guessing is currently busy. Yeah, out of moves. Okay, so we could go and pack up right now, but there's no big rush for that. The Huns still have a knight. Oh no, that's my knight and archer. They have a blacksmith and a weaponsmith inside their settlement. Clan Aldemar has become upset. This guy wishes he were in a settled profession. Okay. Well, I think he'll just explore. Oh, who is this? A galley? From the Vandals. Alright. So it looks like it's possible that all of the possible tribes spawn on a map, as opposed to just a subset of them, which you might expect from Civ. Okay, let's bring these guys back to camp. Did they take any damage. No, they're both at 100% health. Or at least the army is. Okay, we can enter the settlement, or at least the archer can enter the settlement to be ennobled. And we'll bring this galley back. Oh, okay. So the pathing seems to think we can go around through this fog, but I'm going to say that that's definitely not true. We've met the Vandals. Clan Varrock has become upset. Where is Clan Varrock? Okay, this guy has had a quarrel with Clan Varrock. Wait, oh no, this is fine, isn't it? Clan Aldemar. Is Clan Aldemar one of our scouts, like the really disagreeable one? I thought this guy was... There was a reason that we were... someone was loyal or something like that? Oh well, he's not angry yet, just upset. So maybe we'll leave him be. We have a lot of leverage over this guy, so we may as well... We can give them a gift just to be nice. And let's make an alliance. Great. Foraging, is it... Oh, we can't forage within another player's control. That's fair. Okay, let's check out this bush, and while we're there, we'll also scout some of the rest of Attila's lands. And this hunter we can bring on home for an even larger army. Meanwhile, we finished researching catapulters. We can research another knight upgrade. And let's check on whether or not the galley that was over to the west is pathing well back to our lands. It is. Okay, good. The scrolling is a little slow. I imagine it is something that you can set in the text file that controls the settings, but there's not currently a GUI for that. Okay, so we have a knight there. Let's have a look at the settlement. We can ennoble this guy. There was an upgrade that we could take, potentially. It requires 50 weapons though. Alright, let's ennoble this guy. And close that out. So now we can give him points in honor, which upgrades him to level 10, so then he can have a free upgrade. But first we'll train him as a knight. This guy is tough and reclusive. Alright, meanwhile with this boat, can I just have all those moves queued up? Probably can. We'll keep on exploring with this gatherer. They can potentially gather honey once they've checked out what other units Attila has, and if there are still bandits there. Meanwhile, we can go and take our army and start moving forward. Should we? We don't need the extra score, we don't need the extra gold, so we may as well capture this settlement. Oh, and we could enter the settlement if we wanted to, but we have no need for that. Can we upgrade? Cost is free. Alright, let's upgrade this end as well. So you can, it doesn't look like you can train units at an captured enemy settlement, or even just an enemy settlement. So after we pillaged the Hun settlement, it did look like we had the option to upgrade our units there, and I imagine that if we had units that were injured and we had cloth and oil, we could also heal them there. So that's good to know. I don't know if that's intended or a glitch, but we've just finished another knight, so we now have an army of 3 knights. Let's merge them into an army. Our combined power is 322.5, so that should be enough to deal with anything that Eastern Rome has, at least based off of scouting their cities. Their coastal cities anyways. I think I am fighting off a bit of a cold, so I apologize for any sniffles you might be hearing. I know that can be a little annoying. This guy wants to work with livestock, but in the meantime, should we train another knight? I mean, we definitely don't need quite this much, these many new clans, so let's see if we have enough to train another knight. Train profession. For knights, we need more steel weapons and more war horses. Do I have someone who can at least be training war horses for me? For that, I require what section is that in? Horse trainers. Okay, we can train someone as a horse trader. I think we do have a unemployed clan that wants to be in livestock. Maybe this guy. Squeamish. Oh, it's the opposite. He does not want to be in livestock. Oh, but he also wants to be in livestock. He's just a little confused about the whole thing. But we can retrain our parchment maker to instead train war horses. That'll also be fine. Okay, so we have a caravan. Let's go and buy up some more steel weapons. Buy 10. Buy 10. And then as many war horses as we can afford, which, well, they don't have any war horses for sale. I suppose we can just buy regular horses. Oh no, they don't have regular horses for sale either. Okay, well, that all seems fine. Do we have enough fine cloth and armor to ennoble another clan? I believe we do. Let's see how this guy is doing. Still a few more turns until he arrives at the settlement. We have some barbarians to deal with. Let's split the army. One of these units, I think, needs an upgrade. So, do I want the free upgrade that saves me weapons, or the free upgrade that saves me steel armor? Probably the steel armor is more valuable, so we'll take the free upgrade for that. And then if we wanted, we could probably upgrade this guy using weapons as well. How many weapons do we have at present? Enough for the upgrade, I believe. Okay, so now this guy, his power is 118, which is lower than some of our other units, but that's partially because he's only 6 families large. Whereas this guy, who only has the 1 upgrade, his power is 108. He's only 5 families large, but our long-standing military unit, who is 12 families large, also only has 1 upgrade, but has 139.5 power. So I think this guy, we can just capture that. None of these units really need to be grouped up as an army right now. So let's move the guys that still have movement. And we can see there is still a bandit camp there. Let's see if our scout can get past this bandit camp. I think he might not be able to. And then our settlement. Can we train a knight now? We need war horses. I wanted to train up instead a horse trainer. So we can train this guy in 1 turn to be a horse trainer. And as for professions, let's finish researching the other upgrade. And this other upgrade costs steel weapons. Okay. Oh, does this guy generate fame just from walking around? What's the month? It's October, and while they're out of supply, they will start taking damage. I should probably pack up the encampment or our settlement, and so that we keep these guys in supply. Okay, well, I don't want to unnecessarily lose hit points, so let's get back into our supply range and see if we can sneak by all of these encamped units. Oh, okay, so we had just passed a camp of our allies' units, not a camp of bandits, and so that's why they didn't impede our movement. Okay, so we should now be training war horses 3 per turn. That's excellent. Is there anything else that I want? We could get a butcher, cheesemaker. Let's get a cheesemaker. We can employ, we have tons of parchment, so let's get rid of the squeamish ability there, and then we'll train him as a cheesemaker, which I think the old one was for 8 turns, but he should be a lot faster to train now that he's no longer squeamish. So 4 turns. We'll just put some turns into that until our archer comes home, which should be next turn. And by archer, I mean hunter. Oh, wait, are these guys... Okay, so they're all currently in a supply shortage. They haven't started taking hit point damage yet. We can pillage that. So let's bring the hunter into the settlement. Enter the settlement, and then we'll pack up. And then next turn we'll just move that all closer to provide supply for our army of knights. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, good. I was worried that since the animation of our little galley moving hadn't finished when I hit next turn that I would just stop there, but fortunately it was just an animation thing. Okay, so we've got another clan that's joined us. We've finished studying the level 1 knight upgrade. We've got quartermasters. Upgrade warriors with weapons. Okay. Cool. What else do I want here? Should I train up a quartermaster? Yeah, let's do that. Although we're currently packed up, so these guys might engage in brawls. But he's also stoic, so he'll never engage in brawls. I'm not sure what to think of that. But hopefully it won't be problematic for us in the future. Okay, so we're packed up. Let's move forward as far as we can, which apparently is not very far. I don't know why it keeps giving us the option to recapture things here. Supply exhausted. Picks are done moving as well. How did he teleport back? Oh, did I move the wrong person? I'm confused, but that's okay. Okay, supply is very critical. I really don't want to start losing hit points, so maybe I should start heading back. We do have plenty of money, and we should start making oil and cloth in case we need to heal our units. Which means we need to settle. Okay, do we have I researched? So I have an oil presser. We could research oil cultivars. And I also want someone to make fabric, which would be the tailors. Okay, let's study tailors then, or couturiers. Oh, that's fine cloth. We don't need anything that fancy. Just a tailor would be good. And we may as well cross that river. Ooh, winter. Okay, I want to get these guys back within our supply as soon as possible. Supply to critical. Currently no movement points. Currently no movement points because they entered water last turn, I'm assuming. It might also relate to their supply, but I'm not entirely sure. This game, it has a lot of tooltips which let you get running with it quickly, but it doesn't have a search function, and the last time I tried to look up how movement mechanics work, I didn't find it. That doesn't mean it's not there, but a search function would definitely be appreciated. Or if this game is popular enough, I'm sure an online player-made wiki would also serve that purpose. This guy is immobilized because of the snowstorm, so yeah, he can just stay there. And these different clans are giving each other money, or tribes rather. We can now train tailors. And this guy should have his movement points back. Let's see how far forward we can move our settlement. Maybe to here. Supply shortage until we're directly beside or on top of our settlement. So we're back into supply. That's good. Let's just stand over here. And this guy, his health is now at 70%. We want to get him back to safety as soon as possible. So I'm not sure if we're not able to pass the water that way. We have to go around this way. so that will be fine. This guy is immobilized, we can skip his turn. And studying professions. If we want to make a lot of oil at once, let's go and grab oil cultivars. Because I don't think there's really anything else that I need just now. Maybe research watchmen, because I think they provide supply. No, I doubt that they provide supply. Borders. Maybe they borders automatically. Okay, so borders automatically provide supply, which means our watchmen. Yeah, let's research watchmen, and then after that we'll research the oil production. But that'll be it for part 12. I'll see you guys in part 13 and hopefully be over this little bit of congestion I have right now.